Hey Daniel, where are you? I can't see you anywhere.
Huh?
Well, I've just come out of the bathroom and you're not where you were when I left. Have you gone into a shop or something?
Oh, no, I'm not in shop.
Okay then, where are you? I mean, if we're not quick, we're going to miss our tour, so we don't really have time for you to be playing hide and seek right now.
I've already left.
What? You've gone? What do you mean by that?
I mean exactly what I said. I've left and gone on the tour myself. I arrived early at the place, and the tour guide took the group early so that we could get more time looking around and stuff.
But what about me?
What about you?
What am I supposed to do now? You've just gone and ditched me?
Oh, that's not my fault. You're the one who took forever in the bathroom. Not everyone can work around your schedule, you know. Just because you're in a wheelchair doesn't mean I should have to be late to things or miss them entirely simply because they're not handicapped accessible. I mean, take this tour for example. There's no way that you would have been able to come and look at everything because there are steps everywhere and rocky paths. You'd have had to stay by the bus, which means I would have been expected to stay with you and miss out on this incredible piece of history. How's that fair to me?
When have I ever stopped you from doing something simply because I'm not able to do it? I would have found something to do if that's what you wanted. I don't need you babysitting me all the time.
Well, great. That means I can go and do whatever I want for the remainder of this trip, and you can go and do whatever you want. I won't have to deal with your disability and get stopped from doing all the fun things that I want to do.
Me going and looking at something else whilst you're enjoying a tour is completely different to ditching me for the entirety of our trip. How can you be so selfish and callous? I mean, it's not like I want to be disabled. I can't help it though, and being my husband, I thought you'd at least try and sympathize with me and help me make the best out of a bad situation.
Why should that be my job? I'm not the disabled one, so I shouldn't be punished simply because you are. I want to enjoy my life and actually have fun whilst I can. I mean, we can't even go for walks in the woods because of your stupid chair. It's so annoying. I've had enough.
Are you seriously saying that to me right now? I can't believe you. You're actually going to ditch me in a foreign country whilst you go gallivanting off doing God knows what? Do you not care what happens to me at all?
Well, to be honest, now that you've asked, no, not really.
What?
I've been wanting to say something for a while now, actually, but ever since you became disabled, I've really not been happy with you. Everything we do has to center around you and your wheelchair. If a place I've been really wanting to go doesn't have wheelchair access, then we simply can't go. It's frustrating, and I don't want to let you hold me back anymore. If I want to do something, then I'm gonna do it, regardless of whether you can or not. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna ditch you in a foreign country because I want to go and explore all the sites and attractions that I can, which will probably involve quite a few that you wouldn't be able to participate in. I'm not gonna let you and your chair dictate what I can and can't do anymore. It's as simple as that.
Wow. Well, if you've been feeling like this, then why haven't you said anything to me? We could have talked things through and tried to figure out our new situation together. I know me becoming disabled has been quite a difficult transition to get used to for you, but it's not like it's been a walk in the park for me either, literally. I've had my own frustrations and annoyances. We could have talked about it all. In fact, why don't you come and meet me after the tour and we can actually have a proper conversation about everything? We can figure this out together. We don't need to act petty and selfish because this is a new situation for both of us.
No,
What? Why not?
because everything I need to know already. I know that if I stay with you, then my life is gonna be full of compromises and trying to do everything to accommodate you. I mean, we've even had to modify our home. I don't want ramps or stair lifts or anything in the house. That's for old people. How can I invite my friends over when all of that old person stuff is everywhere? It'd be really uncomfortable for everyone. So, I've decided that after this trip, when we get back to the States, I'm gonna divorce you.
Divorce? That's seriously what you want to do? You don't even want to try and figure this thing out together?
Not really. It'll just be a waste of my time.
Gee, thanks. Whatever happened to in sickness and in health? Or do those vows just mean nothing to you?
Yeah, well, you weren't disabled when I said that. If you had been, then I never would have actually married you. I wouldn't have willingly ruined my life like that.
Nice to know you think I've ruined your life. What was even the point of bringing me on this trip then if you felt so strongly about leaving me?
Well, I mean, if I'm honest, I couldn't have paid for a 2-week trip in Europe by myself. You earned quite a bit of money, and the fact that you paid for everything was exactly what I needed. Now that we're here, I can go and do whatever I want. Frankly, after everything you put me through, I think I deserve it.
You're despicable. If that's how you want to act, then fine. Just come and give me my bag and we can both move on with our lives and never have to have anything to do with one another ever again.
No, I don't think so.
What?
I'm not gonna give you your bag back.
You can't just ditch me in a foreign country and steal my purse. That's got my passport and all my money in it.
I know.
What?
Well, I figured that with all the trouble that you've caused me with your wheelchair and everything, I would use your money to finance the rest of my trip.
You can't do that.
Actually, I can. And think of it as a compensation for all the trips that I've had to miss out on and all the places that I haven't been able to go to because of you. I think I deserve to have a little bit of fun, and you can pay for it as a way to make up to me for the trouble you've caused me.
If anyone needs to apologize here, it's you. You're acting so horrible to me. I can't actually wait to get home and divorce you.
That's if you can get home. I mean, you're not going anywhere without your passport, which I have with me here. Looks like you're gonna be stuck here, and not just because of your wheelchair. To be honest, it saves me the trouble of ever having to see you again, so it's a win for me. Anyway, I'm gonna go now. I've got lots more to do with my day, and it doesn't involve staying on the phone and texting Cripple all day. Who knows, I might even find a cute girl to spend my time with. There is one who's been flirting with me a lot on this tour. Maybe I'll see where it goes.
You're actually telling me that you're going to cheat on me? Are you really that stupid? You don't even know that woman. She's stupid. You don't even know that woman. She could be planning all sorts of things.
I hope so. It's been a while since I've had some fun. I mean, it's not like you can do anything now.
You know what? Whatever. I don't care what you do. I'm done with you and your revolting ways.
Yeah, whatever. Good luck trying to get home.
Don't you worry about me. I'll be just fine. You're the one who should be worried. With how stupid you are, I wouldn't be surprised if you got easily taken advantage of.
As if that would happen. I'm much smarter than you. In fact, I was so confident in my plan that I didn't even bring my own money and cards because I knew I'd be able to get yours. That's how amazing I am.
You didn't bring your own money?
Nope. Why would I need it when I have yours?
Oh, you simple idiot. Thank you for letting me know that.
Huh?
Nothing. You just really brightened my day. Now, if you don't mind, I have an important call to make. Did you know that most banks will encourage you to report any cards that have been stolen or lost to make sure they don't get used? And they'll lend you a little bit of money if you're in a foreign country so that you're not left stranded? It's remarkable what banks can do nowadays, isn't it?
Wait, no, Ella, hang on. Don't do anything drastic now.
Have a nice trip.
Wait, come back. Ella! Ella, what the hell? Hey, don't ignore me. Ella!
What do you want?
What do I want? I want to know why my house has been sold and where you've gone.
Why do you care where I am? It's not like you're my husband.
What? Don't be ridiculous. Yes, I am.
Actually, no, you aren't. Not anymore. I filed for divorce like 2 weeks ago. As soon as I got back from Italy, actually. It was quite easy. Especially after I showed my lawyers what you did to me whilst we were lawyers, what you did to me whilst we were away. They were very eager to help me win my case and leave you.
Hang on. Lawyers?
Yeah. When I showed them how you had treated me and had stolen my money and passport, they immediately began to help me get the divorce proceedings underway. I don't think they wanted to see me married to you any more than I wanted to stay married to you. I've left the papers with your mom, along with the rest of your stuff from the house. You should be hearing from my lawyers soon about compensation as well. From the way they were talking, it looks like you'll be paying me a lot of money in compensation.
What? Hang on a sec. Let's not be too hasty. We can talk about this. Maybe we don't have to get divorced. We can find a way to live with your disability. Let's just talk about this, okay?
No, I don't think so.
What? Why not?
I gave you every chance to talk to me to try and sort things out whilst we were away. But you wanted to steal my things and leave me stranded. Thank goodness I was able to get to the embassy so that they could help me get back home. Now that I'm back, all I want to do is get you out of my life for good. I don't need someone so selfish, horrible, and downright vile in my life.
But what about the house?
Well, considering the house was in my name, I thought that I would sell it and move somewhere better.
What about me?
That's your problem now. I don't have to be your carer anymore. I can finally live my life freely and how I want to without having to pay for you. Anyway, my lawyers say that I shouldn't talk to you anymore. If there's anything you want to say, you'll have to do it through them. Goodbye.
No, wait!
The divorce quickly went through due to all of the evidence that I had over texts that Daniel had sent me whilst we were away. He was also ordered to pay me quite a lot in compensation for how he treated me. Since then, I found a new home that is more suited to my needs. I've also met someone new who actually appreciates me for me and doesn't let the fact that I'm in a wheelchair bother him. It's been difficult adjusting to my new life, but it hasn't stopped me from living.
Oi, Scarlett, I need you to go and pick me up a McDonald's and a few other things from the shop.
Hello to you too.
Yeah, hello, whatever. Look, I need you to go now. I'm going out tonight and I need those things, like, ASAP.
I'm not your slave, Go and get whatever you want yourself. I'm busy.
Doing what? Messing about on your laptop? I mean, what do you even do all day? Because as far as I can tell, it's absolutely nothing. You sit on your laptop all day, every day, acting like you're doing something important, but I bet it's not.
How could you even say that? I'm working incredibly hard. Just because I don't go out to an office every day or work a normal 9 to 5 doesn't mean that my job isn't important or difficult.
How hard can sitting at home in your pajamas be? I mean, honestly, it's kind of pathetic. You need to get a real job and start earning some proper money, like me.
You? The only reason you have a job is because Mom got it for you. If it weren't for her sticking up for you, you'd be unemployed. How many mistakes has she had to cover for you now? I'm surprised you've not been fired yet.
Of course I won't be fired. Mom wouldn't let that happen.
Of course she wouldn't. Because you're her golden girl, right? God forbid you have to act your age and handle things like a grown-up. No. As long as Mom's around, she'll do everything for you.
Maybe if you were more like me, then Mom would actually like you. Besides, you have a lot to say considering you're currently living with us and freeloading off of us.
I might be living at home temporarily, but I'm definitely not freeloading. I pay more than my fair share of the bills and rent. Not to mention, I buy all of my own food and do pretty much everything for myself, like the washing and stuff. Unlike you, all you do is laze around at home, making a mess and expecting Mom to clean up after you. You don't even pay her any money towards the bills.
Ugh, whatever.
You are so selfish. I don't know why Mom doesn't see it. You literally don't care about anyone but yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself. I know I'm embarrassed to have you as a sister.
You're embarrassed of me? I'm the one who should be embarrassed to have such a dorky, ugly, and frankly annoying little sister. God knows I've lied about you being my sister. Who would actually want to be related to you?
The feeling's mutual.
Mutual? What does that even mean?
Look it up in a dictionary. You might actually learn something for once in your life.
Are you saying I'm stupid?
Your words, not mine.
You know what?
What?
You're going to regret being such a little witch to me. Just you wait and see.
Whatever you say.
Scarlett, how could you be so mean to your sister? All she asked was if you could run to the shops for her. There was no need to be so vile to her.
Oh, hello, Mom. I see Lindsay's been talking to you. Of course you'd take her side without even asking me about what happened.
What's there to explain? All your sister asked for was for you to grab her a few things from the shops while she got ready for her night out. There was no need for you to be so hateful towards her. Honestly, would it have really hurt you just to do what she asked?
Since when am I her servant? If I was already out, then you know I would have picked whatever she needed up, but I wasn't. In fact, I was in the middle of doing some important work. I definitely didn't have the time to go and grab a bunch of stuff simply because she couldn't be bothered to go and get them herself.
How selfish of you.
Excuse me? How?
Well, Lindsay told me that your work isn't really work. You just sit on your laptop all day, probably on Facebook or YouTube or something. At least if you had helped her out, you could have been doing something useful with your time.
If I don't work, then how am I getting all of my money? The money that I use to pay you, rent, and bills?
Who knows? Perhaps you're signed up to one of those awful adult sites. What is it called now? Fans only or something like that?
Wow, you really think I'd sign up to do something like that? You seriously can't accept that I simply work hard?
Well, let's face it, hun. You're not the brightest star. What else could you do, really?
So now you're calling me stupid?
Isn't that what you called Lindsay? At least she has a proper job that she works hard at, that actually takes skill and dedication.
As opposed to my work?
Well, yes.
Right, okay. Did you actually want something from me, or did you just decide that you were going to try and make me feel rubbish about myself?
Now, there's no need to be so dramatic. Not everything is about you, you know.
Nothing is about me according to you. All you care about is Lindsay. You never once took my side or tried to help me.
Did you ever think that maybe there's a reason for that?
And what would that be?
Your sister is simply better than you, and she needs all the help she can get so that she can be recognized for her talents. She's going to become rich and take care of me in my old age. That's just something you won't be able to do. I need to make sure that my future is secured as well. State pensions don't pay that much, you know.
Oh, wow. Well, at least I can see where Lindsay gets her selfish and self-centered attitude from.
Ugh, enough of this. I'm done arguing with you. There was something I needed to tell you, which is why I messaged in the first place.
What's that then? Going to tell me that I need to give Lindsay my kidney now so she can sell it and get rich?
It's that stupid attitude, which is why me and Lindsay have decided that you need to leave.
What?
Not so snarky now, are you? Me and your sister have decided that it would be better for everyone if you left the home. We simply can't put up with your selfish ways any longer.
You're seriously kicking me out? Because you think that I'm the one being selfish?
Yes, your actions earlier with Lindsay were simply the last straw. We don't want such a heartless person in the family. You need to be gone by tomorrow afternoon.
Tomorrow? Where am I going to go?
I don't know, but it's your problem, not mine, to figure out. If all your things aren't gone, then I'll simply throw them out onto the street.
Oh, don't worry. I wouldn't want to spend a single minute longer in this vile house than I have to. Hey, Mike. Sorry to message so late. Are you about?
Hey, Scarl. Yeah, what's up?
My mom is kicking me out of the house. I need to move out by tomorrow afternoon. I was wondering if I could crash in your spare bedroom until I find a place of my own.
Of course you can. I can't believe she's doing that to you.
I can. I bet it's all Lindsay's idea. My mom always does whatever she wants. On the upside, I finally finished the code for my game. There's just a few things that I need to tweak, and then it should be good to go.
That's great to hear. Companies are gonna be jumping at you to buy it. It's easily the best game that I've played in ages.
Thanks, Mike. I'll be at yours soon.
Cool. I'll get the ice cream waiting. See you soon.
Hello? Is this Scarlett?
Hello? Who is this?
It's Lindsay, your sister. I know it's been a while since we last spoke. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Oh, that's good. I'm good too, by the way.
Great.
Well, I say good. There are a few things I actually need help with, if you'd be able to.
There it is.
What do you mean?
I knew the only reason you were texting me was to try and get your hands on my money.
Well, I'm pretty sure I saw it written somewhere that you're a billionaire now.
That's right. My game's paid off. Companies loved my series so much that they paid me big money to own them. I've invested that money sensibly and managed to make my fortune.
Yeah, that's quite a lot of money though, and I'm sure you could spare some, right?
I could, but I won't. Not to you anyway.
You don't understand. I just need some money so that I can buy a place to live. Living with mom is driving me crazy.
You still live with mom?
Well, yeah. I lost my job at the office, so I couldn't afford to get my own place. But you can help me now. I'm your big sister, after all.
Wow. Well, that's a hard no. I'm not going to buy you a house simply because you demand it of me.
Don't be so selfish. You've got billions. You can spare a few million for a decent house for me.
After the way you and mom treated me, I wouldn't spare you a penny.
Are you still upset about that?
You kicked me out of my home when I had nowhere else to go. What kind of family does that?
Well, it did you some good. Look at where you are now. We motivated you to work hard. If anything, you owe us half of your fortune for what we did for you.
You've not changed one bit, still as selfish and self-centered as ever.
I'm not the one hoarding billions to myself.
I don't hoard it, actually. I give millions away to charities every month. You know, to people who actually need the help and not someone who's just being selfish and thinking of themselves.
Are you seriously not going to give me anything? We're family.
No, we're not. You've been my sister by blood, but you're not my family. I've made a new family out of friends who truly love me and would be there for me through thick and thin. They wouldn't just abandon me or kick me out the second they felt like it. How about instead of demanding something that you've done nothing to earn, you focus on making yourself a better person and getting a job? Because you're not getting a penny from me.
I hate you.
I'm sure you do, but I don't care. I've got a great life, and I'm not going to let you ruin that. So this is goodbye. Don't try and contact me again because I won't respond. Have a good life, Lindsay. I hope you eventually learn how to empathize and think of others. You never know. You might actually see good things start happening for you. After that, I blocked Lindsay on every social media platform that I could think of. While she might have been my sister, I knew that she would never respect me and I didn't want that kind of toxicity in my life. I knew I deserved better than that. I eventually met a man who later became my husband, and we now have a wonderful little family. I treat my children with love and respect and make sure that they do the same for each other as well. As for my mom and sister, I'm not entirely sure what happened to them. I never tried to get back in contact with them and can only hope that they came to realize the error of their ways and tried to better themselves and their behavior towards others.